This is Emmanuel Ziga, President of Grace Business Forum International, based in Seattle, Washington. And our desire and passion is to encourage those in the business community, especially in the days in which we are, where the world is going through turmoils unseen, unknown, and far above every other time that has been recorded. Well, in the midst of all these, the Bible still shows us that God is well able to do anything at any time. God is not influenced by circumstances, but He influences all circumstances. And as many as can depend upon Him, trust Him, will see what He can do. The scripture shows very clearly that in 6 days God created heaven and the earth, and what a complex creation we see. What an amazing universe. And He has been managing this from the beginning, for many, many millennia now. Only God knows how many real time, from eternity to time, He's been doing this, but nothing has failed. He's bringing productivity, increase, fruitfulness to bear at all times, whether summer, season, winter, or fall, or autumn, He is still God. So also it is that when He is with you, in the marketplace, in politics, in ministry of any kind, He can still bring you through successfully as though you are not part of the challenges of the world today. This is the God we serve. And bringing Him into your marketplace and your activities brings you to a place of hope. Our desire is to bring encouragement and hope to you every week, to give you a thought for fresh inspirations, for you to dream yet again another dream, or for you to be able to just keep on pushing to bring to bear that which you have always desired. And in most cases, God will exceed your expectations. My thought for this week to you is the business of light. God, in the beginning of creation, the scripture says that the earth was full of darkness. And the first thing God created was light. He said, let there be light. And the light of light was the threshold for every other day of creation. Then the heavens were made. Then the mountains were created. Then the waters were made. Then man was made. So also it is that Jesus Christ said, I am the light of the world. In John chapter 8, verse 12. I am the light of the world. And He continues to say, as many as follow me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. The light of life, He says. Now, there are two things here. Which one do you want? To walk in darkness and to be part of the pain and the turmoil, the apprehension, the failure and the war? Or to walk in the light of life? Jesus Christ says that if you follow me, you can only walk in the light of life. I pray that you would turn the course of your business, your political endeavors, and follow Him as He takes you through the light of life. Now let's handle the subject of the light of life. Light brings enlightenment, brings understanding, brings revolutions in many dimensions, brings evolution of thoughts, brings guidance, brings vision, makes things clear. And in the atmosphere of light, there's safety and security. Light also brings you to a place of wisdom where you are able to perform far above the natural, normal wisdom status quo. Jesus Christ said, there's something called the light of life. I pray that this business of light shall be your portion. When your business is being propelled by the light of God, you don't see the woe at the sea. You don't fear the mountains they see. When many are caving in, you are rising up, because light makes you see afar off. One thing the business of light does is that it gives you discernment or insight for foresight. So whilst everybody seems to have a bleak, no hope, no thought for the future, the light illuminates your understandings and brings you a revelation of who God is and what He wants you to do. Sometimes a thought in the morning, and that's it. There's a story I know of a businessman who loves God and who has been always praying and has caused God and Christ to be the center of his business. On the 10th of September, before the 9/11 disaster, when he woke up in the morning after prayer, he had a thought from God. That was a business of light, I call it. And the Lord told him, sell all your stocks. So he called his broker and sold everything out of the stock. The next day, everything crashed when the 9/11 disaster took place. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. When you are walking, following in God, He brings you through the light of life. and you do your business in the light of the life that God brings you. Jesus Christ said, I've come to give you life and much more abundantly. Now, the abundant life is not only in you having a personal joy, but the abundant life is also a reflection in the works that you do. Out of the light, you see abundance in your trade, in your commerce, thoughts. The reflections of God's ingenuity hits you. Light transmits information. And as you operate, praying every day, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That does not mean that there is not a possibility of want, but He will provide. And He will show you a way out. He will not cause you to cave in, to cry as though you have no guidance. Your God is alive. He is the God of light. He's called Jesus Christ, who has come to give life and light unto you. He has life, He has light. And He has light, which gives life. They interject. In the light, you have life. In the life, you have light, all in God. I wish you the very best this week, and may your business take on a different turn, because the power of light is upon you. I pray that you will continue to increase as the light of life is leading you. Follow Jesus. Follow His footprints. He's the best businessman ever. I know. He has never failed. Many times we see Jesus in our minds as great king, very religious. But why don't you see Jesus as a business coach in a blue pinstripe suit with a briefcase as your business executive? He is the light of life in business. Have a wonderful week. Shalom.